Viewers, welcome to Wangafat Wednesday.
Hello.
Look!
Hello, it's Wangafat. Hello, I'm Wangafat. Hello.
And Wangafat, which is an acronym, stands for Who Am I Not Giving a Fuck About Today?
And it's me, normally.
But I'll make a bit of a difference today. Not giving a fuck about Australian Big L Liberal Senator Cory Bernardi, and not giving a fuck about the fact
Cory Bernardi.
His career's
Cory
over.
Bernardi, he resigned because he's not a puff. Cory Bernardi.
Well, what
Cory
actually
Bernardi.
happened, and now this is one thing that actually gives me more faith in the Australian political system than the American one. He went on the record, as there's a lot of debate about whether or not we should legalise same-sex marriage in Australia, and he went the old dog rooting metaphor. He said, well, if you let the gays marry, then the people who fuck animals are going to want to marry their animals.
But it'd be a bit strange, wouldn't it? You'd be rooting away. Spatchada, 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 spatchada. Hang on a minute. That's a man.
Well, the voice of experience, terrifying as it is. See, in Australia...
Hang on a minute.
What?
That's a man dog. That's even weirder. Because you remember that old joke? Hey, you know why Farmer Jim got fired? Why is that? He got caught fucking a sheep.
Was it a male or a female sheep?
It was a ram. Oh, what a pervert.
Yes. We don't want any of that sort of thing. But in Australia, you make a comment equating gay marriage with bestiality, you get your ass kicked out really quickly.
Use the clippers to cut round the crotch, and then that way you'll avoid the whole embarrassing, oh, there's a scrotum there, on to the next one. Cut round the crotch. Oh, look, it's a female you, that's all right. Spatchada, spatchada, grab and hold a fleece. Spatchada, spatchada, grab and hold a fleece. Not looking for police, I'm grabbing harder. Oh God, oh God, oh God, I'm voting Liberal. Anyway, so he resigned, got kicked out, because he said, puffs, they should be shot. We didn't, I'm paraphrasing.
See, in Australia, you make comments like gay marriage is the same as bestiality, you lose your job.
Oh.
In the US, you say man-on-man sex is the same as man-on-dog sex, aka Rick Santorum, and apparently you're fit to run for president. But my favourite part of this whole affair is it's another in the long line of evidence that you couldn't get a clearer indication that the leader of the opposition, Malcolm Turnbull, has a great big bullseye painted on him, and two guys in particular are priming up to off him from his own party.
Can I just point out that you did a Freudian slip just then?
Did I?
Yeah. He said the leader of the opposition, Malcolm Turnbull.
Did I?
Because basically the leader of the opposition is Frankie Tootonk's Tony Abbott. And it's not Malcolm Turnbull, it's Tony Abbott. But you said Malcolm Turnbull because the country wants it to be Malcolm Turnbull because he's less prone to fuck up and can answer a question with words, not just bobble-headed fury.
Yeah, so, okay, Tony Abbott holds the seat at the moment. Call him the seat warmer, because Joe Hockey and Malcolm Turnbull are both priming up. When Cory Bernardi said his line about bestiality, both of them came out hard, saying, no, you don't say shit like that. That's unacceptable. That's offensive. When a few hours later, Abbott called a press conference to say Bernardi had resigned, his phrase was that, oh, he's a good bloke, but he's ill-disciplined.
Ill-disciplined.
Which reeks of nothing so much as you don't say that stuff out loud. Not that you don't say it because it's disgusting, vile and offensive.
Yeah, it's hate speech.
It's like, you don't say it out loud because it's bad PR.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, no. See, Tony, ill-disciplined is farting in a crowded elevator.
You know, painting Labor sucks ass on the inside of the cubicle door on that side of the Parliament House. That's ill-disciplined. Ill-disciplined is going woo woo to the sexy young office temp right? That's ill-disciplined when you're only thinking it inside your head. But to say hate speech like, niggers, what fun are they unless you've cut Picadio holes in them and are rooting them in the eye socket? That's hate speech.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm also on a countdown, I think, till some loudmouth conservative talking head now says this is a free speech issue. See, the thing is, it is free speech. You can say whatever you want. You can be an obnoxious, hateful piece of shit like Cory Bernardi as much as you want. But politics...
However, in Australia, we have these things, they're crazy, called laws. See, in America, right, which is founded on the idea that you can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't contravene laws. Here, we are not technically free. We are a subject people. We are subject to the rules and regulations of a monarch. Now, here's the tricky bit. The monarch has turned around since 1966 and said, I want nothing to do with the running of any country at all. I will be your figurehead, and you will come to me when you find an impasse that has never happened, that I've got to then get some experts together and we'll figure it out, right? But we are a subject people, meaning that we have no actual freedoms except for the ones we carve out for ourselves. So when people say free speech, they're lying.
Worth remembering, although, cats fighting outside, that was a bit distracting. Look, it is actually worth remembering. It's one of many examples where people, when they're talking about politics in Australia, tend to say things that just aren't fucking true. Like things about, I didn't vote for that Prime Minister. No, not unless you're in his fucking parliamentary party, you fucking didn't. You would have voted for your local member. You would have voted for someone in the Senate. But you don't vote for the leader. The fucking party votes in and out whoever the fuck their leader is they want. And they, not the Prime Minister, gets to decree that, okay?
I know.
You don't vote for the Prime Minister, so stop fucking saying it.
You don't vote for a Prime Minister, you vote for your local electorate. You vote for your... If your Prime Minister happens to be in your local electorate, you still aren't voting for your Prime Minister. You're voting for your local candidate. And, I don't know, people think... They get all these American TV shows and they think that it's the same, and it's nothing to do with the same. It's completely different. In fact, dare I say it, and I don't want to get hate mail from American friends with guns, right, we've got actually a better system. Because it removes from fuckwits the decisions that are important to everyone. We will never have in this country a situation where the money that comes from government to keep essential services going is stopped because the people decide that. No. That was chosen at a governmental level which keeps on going, which all parties agree to when they sign on. So you're never going to go without welfare, you're never going to go without roads or hospitals or ambuli or fire. Even the police, the ambuli, fire and nurses, when they go on strike, have to put in skeleton crews so you don't die. Even our lifeguards, right, are in fact volunteers, so they don't go on strike. And when, for whatever reason, say big party on a Sunday and they're all too hungover, they get in lifeguards from up and down the coast. They don't mind. Who pays for it? Corporate, public, government. See what it is, it fosters a spirit of cooperation. This is another thing that's going to blow your mind. 95% of governmental business isn't argued over by both parties or several parties in Parliament. They're just rubber stamped because they just do it because they agree it's got to happen. Do we need schools? Yes. Do we need police? Yes. Do we need roads? Oh, well, not there. Well, can we move it round? Yeah. Yes. Right? 95% of our laws are in fact boring shithouse laws which are done by committee, and they go, yeah, that's good, yeah, that's good. They get experts in and they just agreed. The stuff that they don't agree on is stuff that makes one side look better than the other side, or matters of financing. But one of the things that they all have agreed on is no hate speech. No hate speech leads to no hate crime. Hate crime takes up a third of the violent crime in our country. So they're trying to stop that. And so when one person jumps up and says, "Oh, poofs, it's like fucking dogs,"
it backfires.
It backfires. And they're supposed to be going and putting the boot in, which they didn't take it away, my man.
Yeah, and I would just throw in, saying something that hateful and that obnoxious, you can say whatever you like, but politics is a popularity contest as well. And if you say something so vile, it's going to make you and your party unpopular with a big chunk of the electorate, you're going to pay the price. So for all the advocates going, "Oh, free speech," I'm going to say, man up and face the facts of when you say something fucked, you have to pay the price. Until you can face something like that, I just don't give a fuck about you.
Do you want some of this?
No, the baby's dead. I blew it up.
Yeah, but do you want some?
You know, my daughter said she tried to blackmail me and say I'd traumatised her by killing one of her sort of babyhood dolls, and I was like,
She's a bullshitter sometimes.
She is. She sees an opening. Fucking teenagers, man. See an opening
I mean,
go,
I admire her because she's swifter than me, but...
You got to try it on.
I mean, but fuck, there are some road victims swifter than me.
There are some dolls with their guts blown out who are... Smells like baby powder, by the way. Did you notice that?
I know, mine does.
Oh, okay. Go away. I think there's going to be an editor's
ya.
extended cut of this where people get to see the full horror of it.
Bye, see ya, I love yous.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, see yous, bye.